A surprising decision made by Ferrari has just shaken the backstage of Formula One. No reaction was more intense than that of Lewis Hamilton. After a weekend marked by confusion and deep frustration at the Miami Grand Prix, the seven-time world champion believed things could not get any worse. However, what happened behind closed doors after the race left the British driver visibly unsettled and may represent a breaking point in the already fragile bond between him and his new team. The dissatisfaction was not limited to the car's lack of speed, nor to the questionable radio communications during the race. What truly caught Hamilton off guard was the path Ferrari chose to take in facing its challenges, especially the choice not to immediately pursue more aggressive technical upgrades. For a driver used to fighting at the front, this conservative approach caused a real shock within his closest circle. While he gives his all behind the wheel, Ferrari appears to be opting for caution at the worst possible moment. People close to the team confirmed that Hamilton personally requested a meeting with Fred Vasseur before the Miami round, hoping to align strategy and get clarity on the future of the SF25 project. Instead of finding progress, he encountered a warning. The team does not intend to act hastily. They prefer to wait, analyze calmly, and avoid repeating the mistake from the previous year, when a rushed upgrade backfired and compromised their summer campaign. For Hamilton, who moved to Maranello to win, this wait-and-see mindset may be the hardest to accept. Before we dive into what really happened in that meeting, Hamilton's reactions, and the potential impact of Ferrari's caution for the rest of the 2025 season, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us until the end. Because now, the issue goes beyond performance. We are talking about influence, trust, and a driver who is quickly realizing that his new team may not keep up with the pace he wants to set. Ferrari's struggles this season have been widely documented. Despite a podium finish in the Miami sprint race, the main event exposed the car's technical limitation. Both of the team's drivers finished more than 50 seconds behind the leaders. Hamilton started only in 12th place, and his teammates struggled to reach 8th. Both were overtaken by midfield competitors like the Williams cars. Internal sources point out that the SF25 model has an extremely narrow operational window. It only performs well when variables like ride height, weight distribution, and downforce are perfectly aligned, and achieving that balance has been rare. For the Imola circuit, Ferrari is preparing a technical package focused on improving stability, tire preservation, and grip in low-speed corners, which have been the most critical issues for Hamilton in recent races. Planned changes include subtle modifications to the floor, adjustments to the rear suspension geometry, and tweaks to the brake cooling ducts and the airflow channels around the rear diffuser. Although Fred Vasseur publicly downplayed the significance of these upgrades, describing them as a modest step, internal sources indicate that this overhaul was prioritized after extensive analysis of data collected in Miami and Shanghai. Telemetry from Miami revealed an alarming picture. During qualifying, Hamilton lost significant time in the first two sectors due to rear instability under braking and poor traction when exiting corners. In Sector 1 alone, his lap was more than 3/10 slower than Max Verstappen, especially due to hesitation entering the first corner and lifting off between turns 4 and 6. The Ferrari model displayed erratic and unpredictable behavior. In Sector 2, marked by tight, slow corners, excessive overheating of the rear tires further compromised the Brit's driving. Data showed that, on average, he was nearly 0.8 of a second per lap slower than Oscar Piastri of McLaren, a worrying gap for a team of Ferrari's caliber. And the most critical point is that these losses were not related to straight-line speed or engine power, but rather to the car's inconsistency and lack of confidence it gave the driver. The planned updates for Imola are meant to directly address these deficiencies. By modifying the floor design and reshaping the diffuser, the team aims to generate more rear aerodynamic load without increasing drag, an area where they have struggled all season. The new suspension setup aims to improve traction in rapid direction changes, a point where Hamilton has had major issues. Additionally, changes to the brake cooling system and airflow management around the diffuser aim to control rear tire overheating, providing a more stable behavior over longer stints. What makes this update so important is its timing. Hamilton's difficulties have not been due to a lack of effort, but rather to a car that refuses to behave consistently under pressure. His radio messages, sarcasm, and even silence reflect a driver disconnected from the machinery he's driving. But that might soon change. Ferrari's technical team spent the past 2 weeks cross-referencing data from both drivers and simulations to tailor this new package to Hamilton's driving style. The focus has shifted from balancing both drivers' needs to full personalization. This marks a philosophical shift within the team. Instead of chasing radical solutions, Ferrari is now focused on highly targeted incremental gains. Fred Vasseur said that for the Barcelona round, a larger upgrade package is scheduled, coinciding with the new enforcement by the International Automobile Federation on flexible front wings, a rule that could hurt McLaren more than Ferrari. This is about regaining confidence in the car, the team, and the mission. Hamilton knows his legacy is at stake. He did not join Ferrari to finish in 8th place. He came to win. And the team understands that delivering results to a world champion involves more than new parts. It's about execution. Expectations are that these changes will bring a gain of between 2 and 4 tenths per lap, depending on conditions. But more important is the hope that they will bring consistency, the kind that allows Hamilton to push without second-guessing what the car will do next. The core concept of the SF25 remains unchanged, but its application is being refined. The team has also begun testing new baseline setups for circuits like Imola, Monaco, and Barcelona, aiming to preserve rear tire life without compromising cornering performance. Hamilton has been actively involved in these discussions, pushing for tools that let him better manage car balance through mid-corner phases and under late braking. If Imola proves that the upgrades work, even partially, it could reset expectations for the crucial European stretch of the season. For Hamilton, it's a shot at getting back in the fight. For Ferrari, it's a chance to prove they still believe in their vision for 2025. And for fans, it could mark the beginning of a long-awaited resurgence for the Red Team. Leave a comment below if you think Ferrari is right to adopt a patient approach, or if they should act more quickly to give Lewis Hamilton the tools he needs to fight at the front. Because while some in Maranello believe patience is the safest route, others fear that waiting too long could cost everything: pace, morale, and even the trust of their star driver. Hamilton is not just another team member. He is the most successful qualifier in the sport's history. A man who built his career extracting speed from impossible situations. And yet, for 6 races now, he's been stuck in traffic, trapped by strategic uncertainty and a car that, in his own words, has potential, but is still locked up. That is why this incoming upgrade is not just another tweak. It is a statement of intent, or at least, it should be. If Ferrari hesitates, the danger is not only falling further behind McLaren and Red Bull. The real risk is creating internal cracks at a crucial time. Hamilton thrives on clarity, on performance, on a team that moves at his pace. So far, he's been the only one pushing the structure forward, and if he feels that Ferrari cannot or will not match his urgency, the tension we saw in Miami might have only been the beginning. So what will Imola bring? A breakthrough or another missed opportunity? A transformed car or the same story in a different location? Time will tell. But make no mistake, this is a critical moment for Ferrari, for Hamilton, and for the entire trajectory of the 2025 season. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. Because if this upgrade delivers, it might not just shake up the midfield. It could completely rewrite the narrative of Hamilton's first season in red. And trust me, you will want to see how this chapter unfolds.